me and my friends sat there and had a conversation and said, yo, we can't have this no more. You know what I'm saying? And went and got a strap.
You got shot 3 times, was it?
Yeah.
In the back, leg.
Yeah,
back
twice in the leg. He ended up getting 12-year IPP for conspiracy to murder, attempted murder, and possession of a firearm with intent to danger lives. Our man's just come up, walked up behind him, grabbed his head, tilted his head back and slit his throat. Bro. It's almost like a lot of people want to go to prison. You know?
Is that to get the badge of honour as well?
100%. That's what I believe.
These people say that, you know, they're going to ride out for you, this and that. How many people are there for you when you need them once you're back?
None, bro.
Yeah.
None. I got a second chance. A lot of my friends didn't get second chance, bro. I wasted 12 years of my life, so imagine wasting 30 years, bro.
Over what, man?
For what?
For what?
For a few minutes of madness. From February 2020, I was homeless until September. Because of my past and because of my criminal record, nowhere wanted to give me a job. And again, like, that's one of the consequences, the realities and consequences of that lifestyle. My anxiety was getting so bad, like having anxiety attacks, I had to get medication for it. So now I'm on medication now for my anxiety. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just to feel normal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is all side effects of the criminal lifestyle that man was living, bro.
Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today it's a podcast episode. I haven't had a few recently because of the lockdown, but you can meet people outside now. And Kieran, yeah, I'll introduce him in a second. Kieran's had an interesting life that we're going to talk about, and hopefully one that will stop some of the youth going down certain roads that are easily accessible these days. Do you want to just introduce yourself, though?
Yeah, so I'm Kieran Proverbs, originally from Manchester, South Manchester, Old Trafford. And yeah, basically used to live a life of crime, got involved in gangs, went to prison for a long time, and now I just tell my story to help the youth.
Initially, if we get just a bit of your background, a bit of your upbringing, you mentioned the interesting one, the OT Crips, so Bloods and Crips, but in Manchester, man. Do you want to give him a bit of that?
Yeah, so basically, grew up single parent household, me, my mum, my 2 little brothers and my sister. And then when I turned about 11, so when I went to high school, I started hanging around the streets of Old Trafford with my friends from school. And you know, as time went on, we started to look up to our older peers. You know what I mean? Like the older gang members in the area, everything else. And then we formed our own gang, like you said, OT Crips, in about 2000. It started in about 2004, 2005.
So you were about 16, is that right?
2004 would have been 15.
15.
Yeah, it was 2005, 16.
What caused you to start off your own thing, though?
Because I like to be different, innit, bro? Like, I like to be different, so where all my older peers were affiliated to one gang, we wanted to make our own, do you know what I mean? Make our own name, make our own gang, and we did.
It's a young age to do that, though, isn't it?
Not really, though. When you think about the areas that we come from, like I said, you got kids as young as like 9, 10 years old on the streets chilling.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all you've got to look up to is older gang members.
Yeah. Originally, you said Old Trafford, but you weren't from Old Trafford, are you?
No, I was originally from Hume.
Hume, okay. Which is near Moss Side.
Yeah.
It's bordering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously you got the it's wonderful weather. They said it would be doing it outside. Mind you, it adds a bit of a twist to it. You got the what are the 2 groups they're called either side of Alexander, Gooch and Doddington. So it was almost a splinter gang off that.
It's a splinter gang off Gooch, innit?
So it's Gooch that your elders are from.
Yeah.
So at 13, also you mentioned you're driving, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit you're getting up to.
Yeah, that's how we started off, like street robberies, shoplifting, driving cars underage. That's how it all started off for us, innit? And then
how did you get into that kind of stuff, man? Because it's not you know, it's not a normal thing that happens, is it? Really?
It's not. No,
I know it's common in certain areas.
Yeah. To like.
Were you looking up to people doing that, or did you know?
Yeah and no, but it's like we're from an environment, yeah, where these things are easily accessible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like we could go to somebody at 13 years old and buy a car.
Right.
Like if you've got the money, like you can go and buy a car. Like this is the areas we're coming from.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So then on top of that, when we see our older peers driving cars or riding motorbikes, like we want to be like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then we start doing things like that. and that's where it stemmed from for us.
So it's two part. It's easy accessibility at that age, and then the other part is your role models who you had at the time.
Of course, and decision making. Everything's down to decision making. Because at the same time, there's people from our area that was the same age as us that didn't go down that route.
What is that difference? Why is there that decision making?
It's all boils down to decision making, you know.
Well, what do you think causes it? Because ultimately, what as a society we've got to do is that decision, make sure the kid makes the right decision. So how do we do that?
This is why I do what I do now. So I'm telling you both sides of the story, because there would have been kids out there that seen me doing what I was doing, and then they think I want to be like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if they're just seeing 10% of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What you showing it?
Exactly.
And I bet you it's a lot worse now with social media.
Yeah, of course, it's even worse now, because now, before it was just an area. So you'd have people from you'd have people from Old Trafford. So I just see people from Old Trafford, or people from Moss Side might come, or Fallowfield might come. Do you know what I mean? But now you've got the whole world. I can see the whole world on social media, and how they're operating. You can tell in it like the way the kids speak. You see, back in the day, you could tell where somebody was from by the way that they speak. Now everybody speaks the same.
That's very true. You know, that's actually a really profound point, because even middle class kids,
everyone talks the same. It's like
you don't stand out. You don't stand out as much.
It's like chinging, splashing. It's all the same words. Whereas back in the day, we wouldn't say that. We would say something like, "Oh, a strap," or "lick man down," or blast somebody, and then another area might say something totally different. But now everybody says the same thing.
Because it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
With the social media and that. So just going back a bit to school days, you also mentioned you had a strap in school times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to just give me a bit of that as well, bro? How did that happen?
Again,
easy access.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Again, easy access to these things from a young age, and it's dangerous. It is very dangerous, because the reason why we took it was because we had a crew. We used to do music, so we had a crew, and we called ourselves drive-by crew. So everybody used to say to us that, right, you drive by, you ain't got no gun.
Yeah.
We had cars, but no one's ever seen us with a gun. So man, they say, right, you drive by with no gun, no bullets. So now me and my friend are saying, yo.
Who was saying that though? Who was saying that? Oldest or youngest?
Because you know what it was, we was drive-by crew, then there was another crew in school called the caution crew. Yeah?
In the same school?
Yeah. They was like a year older than us and a year younger than us, and you know what I mean?
So is this year 9, by the way? Year 9, year 10?
Yeah.
That is young, man.
Yeah. So we would have been about year 9. They would have been about year 10 and 11. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some younger than us as well. But it's just a music thing. It wasn't no beef war thing.
Yeah.
It was just a music thing. You know what I'm saying? So when people start saying certain things, or when we're going around to like talent shows, under 18 raves and that, people are saying whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, me and my friends sat there and had a conversation and said, yo, we can't have this no more. You know what I'm saying? And went and got a strap.
Yeah. Do you think the music pushed you in that direction?
Nah, because this was
a question that's asked a lot now.
Yeah, this was like grime. You know what I always say about the music scene, Today it's drill.
Yeah.
Back in our day it was gangster rap.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be tomorrow?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The fact is, until people can separate entertainment from real life, we're always gonna have this problem.
Yeah.
It's like I'm telling my story now, so I might say, I had a strap when I was 13 taking it to school.
Yeah.
Somebody might hear that and think I want to be like him.
Yeah. Which is not what we're trying to do, by the way.
Like, I'm not telling my story to glorify it. I'm telling my story to show you like how stupid it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It all started from because another man said something, so then you let pride and ego get in the way.
That's what I wanted to say. So really, in that 13-year-old kid's mind, it's an ego thing, isn't it?
Of course.
It's like a man saying this to me.
Of course. Like, it's an ego thing. It's ego and
when you sat
pride.
down with your boys, these men are taking the piss out of us, this and that. It's not thinking, yo, we're going to end up in jail.
You know why it's mad, Because even from primary school, when they used to say sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? That's what we grew up saying. But then when you get older now, it's like you forget all these things. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big ego thing, man.
It is. That's all it is. Everything is ego and pride. Like, I've been in loads of situations, where all it took was for me to say is, you know what, bro? It weren't me. You know what I'm saying? If I just said, you know what, bro? It weren't me. I wouldn't have got into half of the things I got into. Even the thing I went to jail for, I wouldn't have got into. You know what I'm saying? If I just said, you know what, bro, it weren't me,
Yeah.
but I'll speak to them. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
didn't do that, so because I felt like he disrespected me,
Yeah.
I've just carried on. But then who am I to demand respect?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get what? Like
Yeah.
we throw this term about a lot. Oh, my man disrespected me.
Well, who are you?
Who are you to be respected,
Yeah.
bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's true, man.
And another thing, a lot of people get fear mistaken for respect. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Just because someone's afraid of you doesn't mean they look up
Of
to
course,
what
so
you're doing. You know
when
what I
you're
mean?
when
Yeah.
you're on road
That's a
doing
good
what you're
point, man.
doing,
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people fear you because they know like the
But they
lengths.
probably hate you, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
So then when you when they remove you from the situation,
Yeah.
so you go to prison or whatever, now people show their true colours.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they didn't respect you in the first place. They
Yeah.
were scared of
They were
you.
just
bro.
afraid, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, respect is earned, innit? You
Yeah,
gotta
of
do
course,
something to earn it.
100%. You have to earn respect.
Yeah.
You can't just. I can't just come here now and demand your respect.
Yeah, of course.
This is
man.
the first time I'm meeting you,
Yeah,
bro.
likewise,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Afterwards, now, man can think, oh, you know what? My man was alright. I respect my man, you know.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He took time out of his day to come and speak to you. know
Yeah,
what I mean,
yeah,
bro?
Likewise, yeah.
Of
yeah,
course, man.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? A big thing growing up for me. It's not a big thing, but it was made into a big thing. Just we used to call it sharking.
Mm.
Oh, my man sharking me.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
looking at
yeah,
me like that.
yeah.
But like now, with the rain coming down,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
eyebrows
yeah,
just
yeah,
go
yeah,
a bit like
yeah,
that.
of course.
Bro, one time, I won't go too much into it, but we got into a physical altercation with guys. There was two of us, three of them, yeah. We were about 15, they were maybe in their 20s. You know, they came down on us because one of the guys said, yo, what's your boy looking at me like that for? I swear down, it was dark, I was just looking at the side.
Mm.
It's a minor thing in a sense of fist fight, but the stupidity of just because you looked at, man, that it goes back to the respect thing you're talking
Yeah,
about.
of course.
It's an ego thing. That guy thinks you're looking at him, man. That's
Of
it.
course.
He's willing to do you in.
Yeah,
man.
of course. And
Yeah.
look, like, yeah, it ended up in a fist fight, yeah, but somebody could have lost their life that day.
Yeah, without a doubt. To be honest,
You know what I
we
mean?
did go a bit further, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And
we'll leave that
somebody could have went to prison. Or, do you know what I mean, bro? It's
Yeah,
like
man,
all
it's a-
these type of things,
yeah.
and then you have to sit there and think to yourself, yeah, for what?
there. Yeah. for
Because
what,
I
man?
wasn't even looking at him. You know what I'm saying? But because of the way he's approached me now, I'm thinking, nah, what are you talking to? And then it escalates.
Same way, that guy with the ego who's saying you're looking at him. If he ends up in pen for GBH or something, he's gonna be thinking, right, if I just, the guy
Yeah,
wasn't looking
like,
at
he wasn't
me.
even looking
if
at
I
me.
just walked home, I'd
Yeah.
be comfortable right now. Do you get me?
It's crazy.
This is
bro.
what children need to understand, man.
It's crazy,
You
brother.
know, yeah, man. So you're just going back into. We did go off in a bit of a tangent there, but I think we spoke some sense, and hopefully it resonates, and you know, just it's an appeal to the natural mind. Hopefully, you know, we just without putting all this other shit to a side. You know, it's very logical what you said there, isn't it? So you also said it went as deep as you got shot 3 times, was it?
Yeah,
In the back leg.
yeah.
the
Back,
back twice.
twice in the leg.
Do you wanna go? How did you end up in that situation, bro?
Same situation again, bro.
Yeah.
Same situation again. All it would have took was for me to say it wasn't me. Yeah, it wasn't. That's all it would have took for me to say. But again, I didn't. I just let it carry on. So like what we were saying before, something happened. Something happened, and something got said, yeah, to somebody's family member, yeah. But then, when the person's asking who said that, the kids that are saying it are pretending to be me. They're dropping my name. They're saying my name. Do you know what I mean?
Are they ops or something?
No, they were my friends. The ones that was, well, I say them my friends.
That's what I mean.
But
That's
it's
madness,
like,
man.
so they was talking to one of the other side's family member,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
saying stupid things. But then when she's saying who is it, they're saying me. Do you know what I mean? So now,
Yeah.
rightly so, her family member is getting an attitude now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So now he's after me.
Yeah.
But rather than me being real and saying, you know what, bro, it weren't me, but I talked to the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, right, what? Do you know what I mean? And then it escalated into whatever.
And you ended up getting shot. Do you want to just describe that experience? What that was like?
Bro, I went there with four. There was
How
four
old
of
were
us.
you as well and all of
I
that?
was 17. So I went there. There was 4 of us. Yeah. As soon as everyone seen, like there was like 8 to 10 man of them there. Yeah. As soon as the people I'm with seen these 8 or 10 man, everyone's just dispersed.
And those are your boys.
yeah. So now you're in a situation on your own now. You know what I mean?
So those are your friends with you, innit?
Yeah.
The guys you're saying they're gonna ride out with you. Are you making music with these guys?
Yeah. These weren't like gang member friends. These were like school friends.
Alright, so they're not.
Yeah. But at the same time, no, like, should you really have run?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But do you know what? Some people don't have it in them, man.
But that's the difference, though.
You know
That's
what I
the
mean?
difference between, like, sometimes you can be too loyal to the cause. Do you get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if that was me, I wouldn't have run. I would have stayed, and we probably both are. But I probably would have ended up dying.
Yeah.
And whoever's beef it was,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Getting off potentially.
And that's another thing I like to push and show the kids. Like, sometimes you can be too loyal for the situation.
Yeah.
Like, you can be so loyal to somebody, but they're not got that same loyalty to you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, I went there. I was just left on my own with like 8 to 10 man. Everyone's got guns pointed at me, and then ran off. Got chased.Got shot. Then I got shot another time.
But what was that feeling though? So these guys have pulled out guns in your face, yeah? How were you feeling at 17? You got a couple straps in your face.
Bro, you know it's mad, yeah? Because it was normal. Do you get what I'm saying?
So it wasn't the first time you had a gun in
No,
your face.
no, but we normalise violence.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's what you're around, isn't it?
Of course,
Yeah.
bro. Like, we normalise violence. Like, I know some people probably hear this and think, "What the hell is he talking
Yeah,
about?"
yeah.
But you would never understand
If you haven't been
if you
in it.
haven't been there.
Yeah,
Do you get
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like like I said, we normalise it for one, yeah, and then for two, it's almost like
Glamorized as well, innit?
yes. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's I said this on a podcast I was on the other day. It's like after I had got shot and I'm walking away from the situation.
Yeah. It's a story to tell, innit?
Yeah, I'm saying like, bro, I can't wait to tell the man them
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah,
Like, I'm not even thinking about dying.
Yeah.
I've been shot 3 times, bro. I'm not even thinking
yeah,
about,
man.
yo, I could be dying here. I'm thinking, I can't wait to phone the man them tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know
tell
what I
them
mean?
what happened.
And tell them what happened, bro.
That's like your street rep going up.
Yes, of
Because
course.
now, man, are gonna look up to you even more.
And you know
and
why
look
it's
away,
crazy,
yeah.
bro? Like, this is why the streets are so mad, because it did.
Yeah.
Like, when I've come
exactly,
back out of
yeah.
hospital, I'm the man now. Do you know what I'm
It's
saying?
like you're
Like,
certified, innit?
yeah, like, yo, he's been shot. Like, this guy's the man. Like,
He's real, innit? Yeah. It's like a badge of honor. You walk around
of
with a badge
course,
of
no
honor.
one's not saying to you, bro, like, don't do it.
Yeah.
You get me? You don't do it. Like, forget it. You've almost lost your life. Don't do it.
Did anyone say that to you?
Yeah, you'll get like people's parents, you know. So the way it works in the end, yeah, is that you'll have one group of man. They will then go to prison. So then the next generation will step up.
Yeah.
So then, to me, it was my older brother and that. Do you know what I mean? So then-
He ended up in Pendleton.
yeah, so he went jail in 2004. So in 2004, when he went jail, then we've stepped up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I would have like his Cody's mum saying to me like, "What are you doing with these guys, man?
Yeah,
Like, look
yeah,
what
yeah.
they've done to such and such."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, nah, not my friends, bro. Like, my friends are real. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear that 100%, man.
But then it takes situations like when you end up in prison and like you sat there and you're alone with your thoughts. Then you just sat there thinking about everything everybody said to you. Like, I would love to shout out, yeah, a youth worker from Old Trafford Youth Club, Kevin, his name was, yeah. He used to say to me, like, he used to talk to me, you know, and say like, look, listen, like, what are you doing? The first time I got arrested for an attempted murder, he's come to me and he spoke to me and said, what are you doing, man? Like, stop doing that, let it go,
Yeah.
And bro, I can't lie to you, that conversation I had with him has stuck with me for the rest of my life.
What was the conversation, bro?
Like, where he's just basically saying like, yo, you're better than this, and you don't need to do all this, like, forget about it, you know? But then the thing was, as soon as I leave the youth club, like, I can speak to him while I'm at the youth club. But as soon as I leave the youth
You're
club,
back in the ends,
I'm
innit?
back in
Yeah.
the thick of everything.
So, a lot of this sounds like it's your environment, innit?
It is and it isn't. It's just self-control and decision making.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
'Cause it's
yeah,
like now, I'm in the same environment now. I know the same people.
You've
the same
chosen-
people
so
are
you've
still
almost
around me.
created your environment.
Of course,
the decisions you
of
make,
course.
yeah.
But it's like now we're mature enough and have enough self-control
Yeah.
to know not to go that way.
Yeah, of course.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas before now it's like the minute someone rings my phone and starts saying this and that, I'll be out there. Do you know what I mean? I'll be the first one there, first one in, last one out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now you have to have that self-control and make the right decisions in life. Like what man might say, you're a sellout. People give me trouble all the time for doing these kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing? He thinks he's this. He thinks he's that. But bro, I've got enough confidence to do what I want to do in it.
You know you're doing the right thing,
Of
innit?
course, bro. Of course.
So just going back a bit, bro, what I wanted to get a good understanding on. So you said you got involved in a lot of this stuff because of ego and decision making and all of that, and partly your environment and who you're looking up to. Where I grew up, I'm actually from Birmingham. I don't know if I mentioned. It's a bit of a rough place as well, you know, in our local area. But for us, a big part of it, not that I got involved, you know. But shout out to my mum, innit? She kept me away from it. I moved like 4 schools, man, because I was around the wrong people apparently. But looking back, you know, she did the right thing, man. Alhamdulillah. It was money, man. It was money, man. Certain areas there, like these ends will be known for, like those guys are selling brown, like heroin or whatever. The next ends, their elders are doing robberies and stuff. Like you grow up and you do what the elders are doing, but certain ends are doing different things. You get me?
Yeah. So let's say.
But it was money based, though.
Yeah. But let's say, for example, you grew up in Handsworth or Aston.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might have gone down. Now the people you're looking at are gang members.
Yeah.
You know? So, regardless of what they're doing music, they're doing this, they're doing that, yeah? These lot are your role models. Like, all the positive is outweighed by the negative, you know what I'm saying?
But was it was always, well, mostly money orientated though?
Yeah.
Did you get involved in shotting and this and that?
No, not really, no.
So, how did you make your money? Mind you, you're quite young as well, anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, we had people around us that make money. You know what I'm saying?
So they were sorting you out?
Yeah, we don't need nothing. What do you need? If you smoke weed, you've got dealers that will give you weed for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In exchange for what? Just because you're part of that clique?
Of course, and now they know, like, you're in our ends. Let's be real. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you're not built for that. You're not built for the gunplay and this and that.
Yeah.
So you need people like us. But it's like in this day and age, it's like everybody wants to be everything.
Yeah.
So everybody wants to be a trapper, a rapper, a gunman, this and, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How are these olders making money as well, out of curiosity then?
The oldest for us.
Yeah.
You know what? It's mad, because the oldest don't care. The oldest are making money, but the youngers aren't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The youngers aren't. You might have one guy within the team that might be. He's got the link with the olders, and do you know what I mean?
So
I've sold. I didn't sell drugs. I've sold drugs though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just, it wasn't for me. Like, I knew it wasn't for me.
Alright. What was the long-term goal then, money-wise?
For me?
Yeah.
I didn't have one. Like, my aim was to be a gangbanger. My aim was to be a gangster.
My understanding, maybe it's just the circles I've been around in, money was always the number one goal, man. And the only time you're really going to get into beef is when you step into the, you know, if you take part of his line. If you come into this area and start shouting now, like, no one gives a shit if you walk around. Do you get me? You might bump heads with someone on that ego thing. But if you start shouting, then you're taking next man's money. Do you know what I mean?
Why it's mad, yeah?
But that wasn't your thing.
No. Do you want to know why it's mad? Because the thing I went to prison for, the beef, what the beef started from was that what you've just said.
Yeah.
So you have this guy, he's doing whatever he's doing, and he's coming to these lot's ends. Yeah. So now these lot have got an issue with that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah.
Situation goes on, then I end up coming in, and that's why I had beef with these people.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over that. So now, like I said before, some people might not want to do the gunplay thing, you know? Then it ends up falling on people like myself.
So essentially, your group, it's like a businessman. Everyone's got their own thing going. And one guy's got the line making money, and the next man's almost like the muscle that they bring in. So what is the incentive for the oldest to use youngers? As
Because you're
gunmen.
disposable.
Yeah. So if you get
If let's say, for example, because when we're saying oldest, you know, we have to remember that we're only talking about 21, 22.
not that much older.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's think to ourselves, if you grab a 16-year-old off the streets and say to him, do this,
Yeah.
he's going to do it. But then if you go to someone else that's the same age as you or older, they might start asking you for money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the kids are easily manipulated.
Impressionable and
Yes, of course, bro.
So what you're saying, bro, really sounds like grooming, man.
100%, bro. 100%.
Would you use that word?
100%. Like,
But I've never heard anyone say that kind
you
of
know
thing.
why? Because everyone thinks grooming means
Like,
the
you know,
sexual kind of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the sex ring and paedophilia and all that. That people think that's grooming. It's not, bro. Like grooming.
It's
is
a
the
form
fact
of
that-
grooming, isn't it,
Of
bro?
course.
Yeah.
Like grooming is the fact that you're using a young kid. Do you know what I mean? You're using
manipulating
You're
them.
manipulating. You're using this young kid, bro, to do these things. And then when these kids are going to jail, you just find another kid to
Yeah.
do that same thing again.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So these kids out there who are getting involved in this shit, really the elders don't give a shit about
They
it.
don't, bro.
They're just
I
disposable,
was
innit?
once that person. I've been on both sides of it. I've been that kid that no one give a shit about,
Yeah.
but was running up and down doing everything. And then I've also been the older guy that's got the kids doing shit, and I don't really give a shit about the kids. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
I don't really care. You know,
Yeah.
I'd think I used to say to myself, yeah, rather than putting a gun in a kid's hand and say, go do that, I would go with them. Do you know what I mean? Thinking that I'm not, do you know, I'm different from these guys because
Yeah.
I'll go with you. But at the same time, you're
still
using these
putting it-
kids,
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
taking a kid away from their mum, their family. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're
Yeah, man.
taking years out of their life, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's true, man. But I think that's something people need to think about. It is grooming, man. It's another form of grooming.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how they need to be speaking about it, really.
Yeah, 100%.
So, bro, eventually you did get locked, yeah? Do you want to just go, whatever you can, how much you can go into that kind of thing? How
Yeah.
long you got, roughly what
I
you
ended
got?
up getting a 12-year IPP for conspiracy to murder, attempted murder, and possession of a firearm with intent to endanger lives. I got a 12-year IPP for that.
And that was at about 18?
Yeah, that was when I was 18. The crime happened when I was 16, 17, but then I didn't go to prison till I was 18. Then, 3 months after being on remand for that, I got arrested again for robbery and conspiracy to rob and possession of a firearm, times about 5.
Do you mind explaining to them, because they might not know what IPP sentence is and then remand as well, what remand is?
IPP is just
It's a
sentence.
newish thing, isn't it?
No, it's old now. They don't do
Is
it
it?
anymore.
They don't do it anymore?
No, it was a sentence for public protection. So
Yeah.
basically, as long as you're a danger to the public, you're gonna stay in jail.
And that's determined by them, innit?
Yeah. So it's up to them. You have to prove that you're no longer dangerous, then they'll let you out.
So if you're battering your cellmate and
Yeah,
this and
yeah.
that,
You'll
it's
never
no
get
good.
out.
Yeah.
There's people locked down now,
Still now,
off like 14-month tariff. Yeah, so you have to do 40 months before you can go for parole. They're still in jail now, 15 years later. No?
Yeah, because well, is it because they can't behave themselves, or what? Is it, sometimes people are pushing you as well.
You know
innit?
what it is? You have to do courses and things like that. Yeah.
Sure,
So
yeah.
because people tried to protest their innocence, they refused to do courses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they thought there's no reason for us to do it.
Yeah, because I'm innocent.
So going into prison at 18, what was that? Tell us about the emotions, man.
There wasn't any emotion. There wasn't any, bro. So because the mindset I had at the time, it's more like,
Did you know people in there already?
yeah, of course.
So you had a good understanding of what it's like already, innit?
Yeah, I had never been to prison, but I knew that when I go there, I'm gonna be alright in it. You know what I mean?
You say win, I'll go there. So were you expecting to go there?
100%, bro. 100%.
It's only a matter of time, innit?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you know you're gonna go to prison. It's almost like a lot of people want to go to prison. You know?
Is that to get the badge of honor as well?
100%. That's what I believe. Like, a lot of people want. You have to want to go, because then you
Yeah.
wouldn't be doing what you're doing if you didn't want to go to prison. Do you know what I mean?
What do they call it, man? It's it's a risk in the work that you do. What
Yeah.
is that term, man? I can't remember that term. If it comes to mind, I'll say
Yeah,
it.
but that's the thing, innit, bro? It's like people are just throwing their life away, innit? People are just throwing their life away, and it's like you go to prison. Like, prison don't scare us, innit? Prison don't scare the kids. They don't. Like, why is it gonna scare you? You think, oh, I'll go see my friend. I've not seen him for 4 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, my homie's in there doing life. I'll go see him. Go chill with him for a
But
bit.
you do, at the same time, you do still hear mad stories, because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know how exactly it works, but sometimes they'll put you in some next ends as well, innit? So
100%.
if you're from south, they'll move you north and whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
So you end up with ops on your own
Yeah.
wing, innit? Is
They
that right?
do that on purpose. Sometimes they do that where they'll just put you on the wing with them.
Is there no fear of that though?
For what?
You know it's gonna
Like,
kick
look,
off
it
as soon as
depends.
you do it.
It depends what type of person you are. But for me personally, at that time in my life, nah, not at all.
So you were just ready to do
Yeah,
anything?
you're just down for whatever. It's like the mindset you've got. It's like you're brainwashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brainwashed. These lot are your enemy. At any time, you have to get at them, do whatever you're doing, and don't be scared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so what prison did you end up in then, bro?
I don't.
So you done 12 years, yeah?
Yeah.
Did they move you around and stuff? as
Yeah,
well?
I've done about 10 different prisons. So I was in like
That's a
Castington,
good list, man, yeah.
Lancaster Farms. Then I got Cat Aid and Went Strange Ways, Moorlands, Loudon Grange, Full Sutton, Whitemore, Leicester, Dovegate, and then Cat D, North Sea Camp,
Which was the worst?
Full Sutton.
Do you want to just describe a bit about that? What made it the worst? How long were you there?
Because it's high security, innit? It's high security prison, and that was one of the only prisons I felt unsafe.
From who? Ops or guards? Or?
No, not ops, innit? But just like, you could die in there, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you could actually, like, the only prison I've been to where I thought, you know what, you could actually die in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why is that though?
It was just dangerous, bro. It was just dangerous. I don't think there was any cameras on the wing as well. There's loads of blind spots on the wing we was on.
Yeah.
But remember, you know, you got people in there doing 35 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
So they haven't really got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a dangerous environment.
Was it still that ego thing? Why is someone going to kill you in prison? Is it because they know you from outside,
I'm not saying that the people were gonna kill me. Now I'm just saying like in that environment
No,
there.
but what's the risk though? What? Do you get what I'm saying?
What was in the place?
Yeah.
Like it was like people were getting stabbed every day, bro. Like
For
people
what
were getting
for
the
what
throat
is what I'm
slit
saying, yeah.
for anything.
Yeah.
For rolled beef. Or someone said he said something about the dean. Like, do you understand what I'm saying, bro? Anything.
So you were there for 2 years?
I was in Full Sutton for a year.
For a year.
Then I went to Whitemore. I was in Whitemore for like 3.5 years.
And Whitemore's up there as well in terms of.
Yeah. But Whitemore was more full of kids.
Was
You
it?
know,
It's not a YOB.
No, it's not. But you got like all the young guys from. So when I say kids, I mean like 21, 22.
Yeah.
At this point, when did I go? What 2000? So at this point, I was like 26, turning 27.
So yeah, even though it's a couple of years, it's like it's a lot of years of development.
It's a big gap, like, especially when kids that have just turned 21, just fresh out of young offenders.
Yeah.
They've got that same mentality, bro. You haven't transitioned yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there any sort of prison story you can give us?
A few officers got kidnapped in Full Sutton. They got put on lockdown. I remember a man got his throat slit in education.
What was that over?
I couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't tell you. All I know, you never do know. You just know it happens, innit? Like a man's just come up, walked up behind him, grabbed his head, tilted his head back and slit his throat, bro.
Madness, that innit? Yeah. Just another sort of area I wanted to touch on. So when you hit prison, yeah. So you've been given 12 years at 18. So your boys who are on road with you, who's still in contact?
All my boys went to jail with me.
They went,
all
did you
my
all
friends,
get locked at the same time?
all my friends from like the gang went to jail with me. If they weren't on my charge, they was on different charges, but we all went to jail at the same time.
Because a lot. Oh, and this goes to. Is this that documentary that they did, isn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't on that case, but a few of my friends was on that case as well.
So a lot of people got locked in those ends at the same time.
Yeah.
Because what I wanted to ask is, you know, similar to what we were speaking about before, yeah, these people say that, you know, they're going to ride out for you, this and that. How many people are there for you when you need them once you're bagged?
None, bro.
Yeah.
None. At the beginning, people will still come and visit you and whatever else, but then after a bit, it's like a fashion, innit? It's a fashion thing, so it's like it goes out of fashion, so they just leave you be in it. But at the same time, can you be mad at that? People get older, innit? So think about it. I went to jail when I was 18 years old,
Yeah.
so all my friends are 18.
Yeah.
So when I start getting to like 25, 26, these men have got kids now. They've got a life now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I really want them to like coming to see me every week?
Yeah.
As much as you can say, oh, you should do, but man, I've got lives in it.
Yeah.
Now look, I'm
it's
32.
your burden, it's not theirs. Yeah.
I'm 32 now. Like I ain't got no time for that stuff anymore. Just my family now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I understand, man. What do you think about loyalty? Loyalty in that regard as well. You make a really good point there. People are growing up. They're not going to always be there. But I guess it's a bit different with yourself because you're saying your close boys were in there as well. So it's not like, you know.
But loyalty though, like loyalty, it's back to that same thing we were saying in the beginning. Like loyalty comes with like respect and loyalty come hand in hand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if a man hasn't got that respect for you, bro, he's not gonna have no loyalty to you, is he?
Yeah.
again, like a lot of people are attracted by material things.
Yeah.
You know, like money, cars, clothes, like all them type of things. If you're not providing any of this thing for people, do you know what I mean? They're not really attracted to you, my bro.
No, I think you've rounded that off quite well, man. Just in terms of life now for you, then, bro. We'll just wrap this up, yeah, with a few questions, and obviously you can say input anything you want as well. So you ended up 13 years inside.
12 of them.
12. How do you feel about that, man?
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, my bro.
Because I'm standing here, yeah, and from 18 to 20, I feel like just for personal reasons, I wasted a lot of time. When I think about 12, bro, I'm just like, do you know what I mean? I don't mean to, you know.
Nah, it's real talk, bro, and we need to have this conversation. Do you know what I mean? It's a waste of time, my brother. It's a waste. 12 years of my life
12,
I can never
man.
get back. You know? For what? For 2 minutes of madness.
And that's the prime as well, innit?
Like,
That's the prime of your life.
2 minutes of madness, bro. 2 minutes of madness got 12 years out of my whole life. Yeah, I didn't see, like, the age of 20, yeah, I didn't see a day on road. You know? Like, so 21 all the way down to 30, I didn't touch road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went in at 18, come out 30.
How does that feel, man?
Bro, you have to grow up. You have to grow. You got no other option but to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't come out and start being a kid anymore. I have to be a man now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I can't go and live with my mum because they all live in exclusion zone. I have to be a man. You have to be smart, bro. There's no second chances in life.
Yeah.
I got a second chance. A lot of my friends, they didn't get second chance, bro. They're sat down in jail now doing 30 plus years. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they get, like, I wasted 12 years of my life, so imagine wasting 30 years, bro.
Over what, man?
For what?
For what?
For a few minutes of madness.
So, again, 12 years in, you're always looking around, and as you say, anything can kick off at any time. People are potentially being murdered around you here and there. Coming out now, like when we just met up, I got the feeling of, where are you, what time, and I figured you're going to be, you asked me what car I'm in, where go this way, go that way. Would you say you got a form of PTSD from it as well?
100%, bro. 100. And I'm glad you noticed it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, when you're saying to me, like, oh, when I'm there, then you'll come. No, not at all. That's not going to happen, bro. Like, you have to be there first.
I took it as, I thought, I was chatting to my mum about it yesterday. I was like, I'm going to do this this video with this guy, and I know it's going to be a bit thingy when I meet him and that, so I'm kind of expecting it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And, and again, bro, like, that's one side of the story that people don't talk about. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? Like,
like, you're going to, sorry to cut you off, potentially live with that for, if not the rest of your life, but a long time, 100%. Because 12 years you've spent like that as a minimum, because really, on road you like that for a good few years as well, so. Like,
look, we're still out here, it was raining and hailstorm before, like, we could have done this in my house, bro. Yeah. But because of that mindset and mentality, like, we have to do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you gotta, but at the same time, don't just trust everyone, innit? But,
yeah, no, 100%.
But you got it to a magnified extent, innit, of anyone.
100%. Like, always be wary of people, yeah? But, like me, like you said, bro, like, I made sure I came that way because you said you was there, do you know what I mean? Yeah. If you was here, I would have come all the way around.
I was thinking, man, I thought, you know what, he said park there, he's coming around the back, man, so I was watching back there, I thought, yeah. And
that's the thing, bro, but it's like paranoia, innit? Paranoia and all these type of things, but it's all side effects of the lifestyle mum was living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How does that affect you day to day then? Is that a constant thing?
No, only if you're meeting new people.
It's only new people.
Yeah. So if you're meeting new people and
not day to day when you're walking in certain areas or anything.
Nah, I feel all right in areas where people don't know me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I was walking through the ends, I'd probably be a bit on point. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know you've mentioned this on a few other podcasts, but I think it's a good point. Work, man. How hard is it to go? I'm just talking from my point of view. Here, yeah. I quite like earning money, and who doesn't? That's my thing, and I work a lot, this and that. And to be honest with you, there's easy money in these things, man. But you know what the fear is? The thing that's always stopped me, right? because the environment's there, as you say. If you want to, you know, it's not
Yeah.
too difficult. But it's getting locked for it and then coming out and finding a job.
Yeah.
It's,
see the
it's,
thing?
it's hard enough
Yeah.
already, man, to get a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If let's say for example you decide to be a drug dealer, yeah? So you're selling drugs, no matter how high or good you are at selling drugs,
Yeah.
or how high you get in the order, yeah, in the pecking order,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The minute you get locked up, they're taking everything, yeah.
Assets seized.
Yeah,
Everything.
everything, and then you'll owe money as well, because they'll say hidden assets, or we estimate that you made this much money.
Yeah.
You
I
probably
know
didn't
that.
make that much money, but they say you did, so now you owe them that money, yeah? You can't afford it, they'll take it. If you bought a house, they'll take it. Because you bought it with dirty money, yeah? So you just lost everything.
Yeah, they seize all your assets in it, basically.
So you go to jail, you come out, you've got nothing left anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Now to me, bro, there's not a better feeling than when payday comes now and you know your money's legit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
I
ain't
can
gotta
buy
worry about
whatever I
losing
want.
it, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can provide for my family with nice, hard-earned, clean money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
How hard was it to get that job?
It was hard, bro. I was homeless. I was homeless in it from February 2020. I was homeless until September.
Which is not that long ago, man.
But no, it was the other day. I was homeless because I come out work in the bail hostel. I got kicked out the bail hostel. Ended up in an apartment, service department. Lockdown hit, couldn't afford the rent. Ended up homeless, had to stay with a family member. I was doing agency work. But what it was, they were giving me like 2 days a week and 3 days a week, and it's
That's
not
how they
enough.
work, innit?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
enough to. I can't live off that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you got rent to pay, how can you can't afford your rent?
You need
You know?
continuous sort of thingy, man.
Of
You need
course,
to know what you're earning,
Of
innit?
course, but because of my past and because of my criminal record, nowhere wanted to give me a job. And again, like that's one of the consequences, the realities and consequences of that lifestyle. So I can't be mad at nobody but myself, bro.
I just want to drill in, man. How hard is it to get a job?
Bro, it was hard. It took me, yeah. I come out of jail in November 2019. I didn't get my first job till July 2020.
Okay.
And that was agency work. So you get like 2-3 shifts a week. Then in December,
how often were you applying as well?
every day, all day, every day.
So
bro.
you're doing this for months and months,
all
banging
day,
out
yeah,
CVs.
all day, every day.
Everyone's
CV,
just saying no, no, no.
Indeed, I'd go to go for an interview, have an interview as soon as they say, oh, because remember when I was in the hostel, I was on curfew.
Yeah.
So when they want to give me a night shift, I have to ask probation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
as soon
yeah,
as you
yeah.
start talking about probation, people start saying, no.
Realistically, so if you're gonna make good money now, it's difficult to go into a sort of big company, isn't it? You'd have to start something yourself. Is that right? Is that the right? Am I on the right track to say?
You could do, but it's going to be hard work, bro. So if you haven't got that hard work, dedication and belief, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not passionate about what you're doing, it's not going to work,
Yeah.
bro. But hard work pays off, innit?
What about buying a house as well? It's something everyone wishes to do at some point.
Yeah, so then,
How does that affect you going to prison?
because then you haven't got no credit file.
Whatsoever, really, innit? Especially if you're going in the Zoom.
I went in at 18, so when I come out, I was like a ghost. No credit file.
no
nothing.
address.
Yeah, I couldn't get a reference from anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody knows me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No credit file. I can't even rent a house privately because I've got no credit file.
So you're stuck, man, big
Of
time,
course,
innit?
you're stuck, bro. You're stuck in the system
All because of that little
for 2 minutes of madness.
someone looked at you funny, this and that.
2 minutes of madness, bro. It's not worth it.
Just in terms of going back to the sort of PTSD type thing, day to day, I don't know if it still affects you now, but you mentioned anxiety attacks and you were in contact with a counsellor. Mental health issues, really, innit?
Yeah. I suffer from mental health issues. You know what I mean?
Do you mind
Anxiety.
just describing a bit of it? And how
Yeah,
bad
so
it is and that?
I'll have anxiety. I have bad anxiety in it. So like I said, meeting you today, a new person, like I have to like go through a tactic in my head to meet you. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, you parked there, so I came round, you know, and then my anxiety was getting so bad, like having anxiety attacks, I had to get medication for it. So now I'm on medication now for my anxiety. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just to feel normal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this
Yeah.
is all side effects of the criminal lifestyle that mum was living, bro.
Is there one last message, bro, you want to give to the kids as we wrap this up?
Bro, like listen to what
The
man's
kids, the
saying.
parents,
Yeah.
everyone.
Listen to what man's saying. Take it in. You know, don't make the same mistakes that man did, bro. Don't make the same mistakes we did.
We'll wrap that up there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about any interruptions and that as well, yeah? It might be a bit choppy. Bro, do you want to shout out your stuff as well?
Yeah, it's KDPT19 on Instagram, True Blue Lifestyle on Instagram and YouTube.
You do reviews and stuff as well, and it's not Oprah's and stuff.
Everything's on there.
Good, it's pretty good entertainment, guys. Give them a follow, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the like button, and comment if there's any other people you guys want to see on and stuff. I really hope this, if it changes, you know, if it can influence a few kids, it will be worth it, man, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, catch you in the next video, guys.